till I can't no more.
I got the horses in the bag. Horse stock is attached.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Protocol 36. Today's video will be speculating whether we will see Ultimatum Miles Morales. Before I begin, I would highly encourage you to subscribe if you haven't already, as I'll continue to deliver quality and consistent content, and to click on the notification button in order to not miss any of my future videos. And for those of you who don't know, Ultimatum Miles Morales is the 616 counterpart of the original Miles Morales, who originated from Earth 1610, better known as the Ultimate Universe. He was introduced in the first issue of Spider-Man 2, who was a member of the Rigoletto crime family, who ended up with 3 years sentence in Rikers Island to cover up for his cousin. By taking this huge favor, his cousin, Don Rigoletto, made sure that Miles would get an earlier sentence. In the meantime, he had his enforcer Wilson Fisk end up in Rikers to keep an eye on Morales until his release. A fellow inmate named Smallhand paid Morales a couple thousand to kill Fisk. However, he told Fisk about it, and in doing so they became close. Shortly after, Smallhands tried to kill Fisk by himself. However, Miles was able to save Fisk's life, but in doing so, his face was severely scarred. After this huge favor, Fisk promised that he would beat Miles' debt. Thanks to Fisk, he introduced him to a beautiful woman named Barbara Sanchez, a woman who Miles gave up his criminal life for. Unfortunately, she shortly passed away. After her death, Fisk explained that there are different parallel universes and that there's most likely a version of Barbara out there. Long story short, after he sent Taskmaster to go after Peter Parker and Miles Morales, and also soon after faced Miles Morales, he eventually went to the 1610 universe and met her counterpart there. He recently made a comeback in the Miles Morales Spider-Man comics, returning to the 616 universe as Ultimatum, with a similar type of suit as Ultimate Hank Pym and a similar type of shield as Captain America. Now the question is, will we see him in Spider-Man Miles Morales? I personally don't think so, because his game already looks to be rather busy with the different types of villains such as the Tinkerer, and also possibly with the recent discovery of his Uncle Aaron, aka the Prowler. Not to mention, Insomniac already has a Miles Morales of their own, and the game focusing on Miles being his very own Spider-Man. Secondly, Ultimatum Miles Morales is from an alternate universe. Though from the Prime 616 universe, he's still a multiverse type character, in the sense that he wants to try and find an alternate version of his partner. Plus, he's still a relatively new character, so I don't think they will do Miles Morales game dealing with the multiverse anytime soon. But never say never. However, if they were to introduce Ultimatum Miles Morales without doing the multiverse, it would mean that they will have to do massive changes to his character, and I can see them making him some type of clone of Miles. Now I know that clones in the Spider-Man universe is blasphemy, but given that Miles doesn't have a lot of villains of his own, it could be done well if done properly and carefully, but I still don't think that is the direction Insomniac wants to take. They could also make him a long-lost brother of Miles, or even a relative, but that also wouldn't make any sense, or would be pretty ridiculous for Rio Morales and Jefferson Davis to name both their children Miles. Looking at you, Game of Thrones. So the only way I can see it happening is him being an alternate version of Miles. It was the way he was introduced in the comics, and it would make sense to bring that in the Insomniac Marvel universe. As far as I know, he isn't exactly a fan favorite character, so if Insomniac were to introduce him into their universe, he would most likely be in a sequel, if Miles were to get one, which I think it could happen, depending how well the first game does, which will most likely do extremely well, and it could be leading up to a multiverse type game for Miles. We know Insomniac's Peter Parker did go on a multiverse adventure with other spider people, and Miles would know about it, so maybe there's a chance they could go into that direction in the future, when they're ready to do so, of course. But what about you guys? Do you think we will see Ultimatum Miles Morales? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and want more, subscribe. To begin, Protocol 36.